And welcome to Underground Horror Radio. Hi. It is Friday the 13th in October, which I am super soaked for. Super soaked because, yeah, I like to go swimming and just, get soaked. No. We are here. Thank you. It's been a while. I'm really glad to be here. I fixed my glasses here. They're all dirty. You like my new shirt? I do. It's from Shoe Emporium? I think it's what it's called. It's in the mall in Wellington. My mother-in-law got it for me. It's a pretty cool Friday the 13th, Jason shirt. It's kind of weird that these everywhere is starting to really, and I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. Like, I am super happy that we live in a time where this pop culture stuff. It was like that in the 80s too, because Freddie Mania was a huge thing. But it's kind of cool now that it's like, and granted it's October, so everybody's kind of in on the Halloween thing, but still, like, I remember they had a Jaws shirt a while ago, so they're really big on, like, now they have Jason shirts, Freddy shirts, and like shoes and stuff. I have a pair of Van Jason shoes that I got 2 years ago. I know it seems like yesterday, but it wasn't last year. It was 2 years ago. I'm pretty sure. So, and this one's cool because the shirt seems like it's blacklight reflective. Like, it's not. Wait, what? No, it's not. I mean, it'll glow in the dark, but this is different. So you rub this with the black light, and all the lights are on it. But see how it does that? So if this was like a black light place, it'd glow. And when you turn off the light, so there's one thing for being black light reflective, like a lot of white, and like it's the neon color of my Switch. It's so weird, man. See how it glows? Yeah, because it's neon. So it's like Chucky here. So they're cool for black lights, like those old posters, because they're neon. But also, the glow in the dark means that it reflects to the black light, but also, when the lights are all gone, it obviously is glowing by itself. So it's kind of cool. So I have those, and I got a bunch of stuff. As we all know, I'm a big Friday the 13th guy. And it's one of my favorite slashers. It's Jason, and it's probably my favorite of the slasher genre series. Although, I love Ghostface. I love Freddy. I love Michael Myers, Leatherface, all that stuff. But huge fan of Jason. So I even got this cool mask here. My actual replica one from Nika Toys, which is the really thick ones. So the ones they have out now look like this, but the one I got has the axe mark from part 3, because it's or part 4, really, because the axe mark's in. So part 3, he has the mask, but it doesn't have the axe mark to the very end. So that's kind of cool. So today we're not going to open up one of my smaller figures. Now we got a big boy to open today. So we have this. This is the Sideshow Friday the 13th figure. 1/6 scale, so that's like 12 inches. It's pretty awesome. And I got this a while ago. I have a bunch of these from when working at the comic store and getting them from Sideshow and that kind of stuff. So it's, I got a big collection, but these are really cool. And this is the first time I'm opening one that isn't like already opened. So I have a couple I got as gifts and stuff that are loose or have a box and everything, but they're not new. So this is actually the first time I opened one, which I've had for a while, and I have a bunch of them. I just didn't get around to opening. I didn't have any space. I'm trying to make room now. So it is what it is. So we're going to open this bad boy up, and here we go. So here we are. This is the inside of the box. Very shiny. Very cool. The cool thing about these is they are bigger than, like I said, than your normal 7-inch figures. And this is the part 3 Jason, which I enjoy a lot. They made a bunch of these back in the day, but this is the newer models they got going out. And, from Sideshow. And look at it. It's great. The mask doesn't come off, but that's okay. But yeah, it's got 2 sets of extra hands. Everything is cloth. The shoes are cool. And yeah, there's a base with a stand. And it's one of those kind of stands that you can, doesn't have the things in the bottom. So yeah, so this is my twirling thing stand. So that's kind of how you have these things stand, is like between legs. And so yeah, that's him. He looks pretty cool. Like I said, the mask doesn't come off, but it's part 3 Jason. And I really like him. I really do. I have, like I said, a smaller cloth one called Mezco 112, which is 6 inches. But this bad boy's 12. And, it's almost like a statue, but they move. They're posable. So I really, really enjoy that about these. The fact that you can pose them and that kind of stuff. And the cool thing, too, is, so with the base, there's no, like I was trying to say earlier, like these two, pegs on the bottom. So a lot of the figures I have that have those stand on them and they kind of start bending. But that's why this thing has that support in the back. So it's pretty awesome. I really, really enjoy him. So yeah, I think he's cool. In fact, here he is. So this is what he looks like. It's pretty big. So 12 inches, 1/6 scale, as they put it. Completely bendable and posable and that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's very much like kind of like the old school G.I. Joes, or as my friend John would call them, man dolls. So, but yeah, they're cool to pose, and it's cool just to put up on the sweet, you know what I mean? You put them on this bad boy, and they go up on your shelf just like all those, and they're cool. And these newer ones, like I said, they're really, really nice. I mean, they're pretty cool. I think they can stand up on their own. I'll be damned, they do. Look at that. So that's awesome. And I like to put them on a stand. So that way it's just got some extra support. So, but yeah, I'm super happy about this. It's really cool to have this kind of stuff. And, as a big fan of figures and statues and stuff, I thought it was cool to do this. And I'm really glad I got those. Because, they're not cheap. I think these were like $220. I think the Sideshow, so they're not Hot Toys. Hot Toys are like the Star Wars and the video game licenses and Marvel, like superheroes and stuff, like Nebula and stuff. So those are there's different companies that make these 6 scale figures. This one's the Sideshow, but Trick or Treat Studios started with Halloween, and now they got a bunch of different Halloween ones. So I actually have one of those and the Sideshow Michael Myers. So I'm going to open both of them, I think, by October, like by the end of October, by Halloween. It's already the 13th, so, which is reverse 31, which is why I'm really psyched that it's Halloween and Friday the 13th. Because everybody knows I'm like a big, Halloween and Friday the 13th freak. I'm weird. So, yeah, there's a couple more of these. There's a Freddy one. There's so many cool ones out there. But like I said, they're not cheap. So if you work somewhere you get a discount, that's pretty cool. And, or you just want one, they have them at all kinds of places. Mainly they have them they have some at the Past, Present, Future and any kind of like collectible store around. Dark Side Collectables has them, last I checked, which is in Lake Worth. That's pretty cool. So yeah, lots of stuff. But anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a nice Friday the 13th and a good Halloween, and I'll be back soon. Also, real quick, I got podcasts out now. I've been actually pumping them out again. So Underground Horror Radio on Spotify. The latest episode is the Friday the 13th special, where I dive into the series. Not every movie per se, like in depth, but I do nail a couple of my favorites. So if you want to watch that, or not watch it, but listen to it. Also, I'm thinking about doing video podcasts in the future. We'll see. I think that's not a bad idea on YouTube, besides unboxing videos. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just check that out on Spotify, and it's on all listeners: Apple, Google, any of those like podcast places. So yeah, thank you and enjoy.